Welcome to this presentation on FocalPoint. FocalPoint is a strategy management and business execution tool. It helps you capture your objectives, coordinate your business activity, and deliver results on your key business programs. FocalPoint can coordinate an entire business strategy or individual programs. Whatever initiatives you're taking or areas you're focusing on, FocalPoint can help you and your team achieve those goals. FocalPoint keeps your organisation focused on the big goals that are really going to make a difference to your business. Whilst there's lots to tell you about FocalPoint, here I want to concentrate on some of the information a manager might view to get a quick update on the execution of his strategy. After logging into FocalPoint, one of the first places a manager might go is to view the organisation's strategy map. A strategy map is a way of visualising strategy in a diagrammatic form. On the basis that a picture is worth 1,000 words, this is a really useful method for helping people understand and internalise the business strategy. In FocalPoint, you can use any sort of image to visualise your strategy. This particular map is made up of horizontal perspectives and vertical themes, and each box represents a strategic objective. If you're unfamiliar with mapping strategy in this way, please have a look at our strategy mapping video. The important point here is that the map is not just an image. All of the elements on this diagram are live and are containers for important management information. Updating the map is easy. It's like drawing a very simple PowerPoint slide. But because this map is of your strategy, it's unlikely that you'll be updating it too often, probably quarterly at the most. But please note the power of FocalPoint. To keep your strategy alive and relevant, it can adapt to your latest situation. There are three modes in which to view your strategy: definition, planning, and execution. Depending on your choice of view, you can add financial planning information to the map. And in execution mode, you can get a very top-level view of how things are progressing. Having viewed the business strategy, a manager might then wish to look at the programme of work for the entire organisation. To do this, he clicks on the Projects tab. This view shows the full list of key projects active in the business. These activities must be executed for the organisation to meet its strategic objectives. Each bar represents one project, and you can see the planned start and end dates, the current date, and the milestones shown as diamonds. Green milestones are complete, red ones are late, blue ones are in the future. The dark bar here shows percentage complete for the project. Red, amber, green scores summarise the current project status. Not all project management software gives you a consolidated picture of activity the way FocalPoint does. You can manage by exception by looking down the scores. In this case, whilst I'm a bit concerned about the phone system, I'm much more concerned about the status of the process cost project. This is showing as red with a negative trend. I can see here that a milestone has been missed, and I'm wondering about the probability of meeting the next milestone given that the project is reporting only 22% complete when really it should be nearer 50%. There are a variety of ways for me to get far more information about this project just by clicking on the links on this page. As an example, I can click on the project bar to see the project task detail. This is the task level detail of the cost project. Projects in FocalPoint can be as simple or as sophisticated as you like. Unlike other project software, FocalPoint has been designed with simplicity in mind with only one editing window. Without going into too much detail, I can see here that things started well in this project but began to go off the rails after January. There are tasks here which don't even have responsibility assigned. From the top-level project screen, another place a manager might view is Scorecard Explorer. As the name suggests, this is where you can see scorecards for individuals, departments, business units, or an entire enterprise. Here is a list of strategic objectives for this business. They appear in this list automatically, having drawn them on the strategy map. As you open up the list, you begin to see the projects and now also the measures which support the execution of those strategic objectives. Hence, this organisation has begun to build a strategic framework. By delivering these particular projects and performing on these measures using the assigned responsibilities, this organisation will successfully execute its strategy. FocalPoint provides the coordination for all of this work. You can see here that things aren't going too well with cost reduction. Let's look at one measure, the Operations Cost Savings Tracker. Here we have a summary view of the performance of this measure. It is scoring a red and has a negative score trend. We see the time of the last update. Against a target of saving £25,000, we have only managed 18. The numerical trend is down and we are off target. This microchart shows the trend with highs and lows highlighted. This chart shows that we have been off target for the last 6 reporting periods. These microcharts give a lot of useful information in a high density format. All of the information in FocalPoint is automatically aggregated up to give summary performance information. The reason this objective is showing as red is because all the projects and measures supporting it are not going to plan. If I want to see more detail on any element of the framework, I simply click on it. Here I'll click on the Cost Reduction Tracker. This takes me to a detailed scorecard for this measure. If I want, I can track this measure here and it will be added to a personalised page called My Focal Point, which I'll mention shortly. This is a high-resolution image of the graph. I can visualise the red, amber, green performance areas and I can quickly send the graph to an Office application. This view shows analysis information all calculated automatically. I only need to update one number per month. I don't need to create spreadsheet equations or macros. There are commentaries, live action plans, and a place to upload related documents so that I can keep everything in one focal point. I'm always reminded of not just what to do, but why I'm doing it. The Performance tab in FocalPoint provides managers with a way of grouping measures into focused lists. You can create as many focused lists as you like. This way you can quickly get to the performance information you need. The final screen I'd like to show you in this video is called My FocalPoint. This is a play on words. The screen shows personalised priorities and is the first screen you enter having logged onto FocalPoint. Here I can see a summary of my objectives, measures and projects, and from here I can quickly navigate to all the information relevant to me. A basic idea in FocalPoint is that you can align your people to focus their energy on the right objectives, measures and projects. And of course, these have been defined as part of a strategic framework. This means the organisation will make real progress in a coordinated and systematic way towards achieving its big important goals. There's lots more I'd like to tell you about FocalPoint. For example, it's web-based, so you can view your information from any connected device, globally, 24/7. I haven't even mentioned the best practice module, where you can build in tools such as Lean and Six Sigma. FocalPoint is designed to complement your existing business systems by helping you manage your most important activities at a strategic program level.